What makes you happy?
Like the surface answer is pizza.
A lot of things make me happy.
I guess freedom?
Music is a really big thing.
Laughing. I love laughing. I love comedy. I love watching stand-up.
Also just writing in like fantasy worlds. It's a great escape.
Surrounding myself with people that are inspiring and that want to do good things in the world.
So like a lot of times in my work, I try to make it as diverse as possible. And like that makes me happy that like people have an opportunity.
Being free and not necessarily like, I guess having the liberty to do stuff, but like having the ability to do certain things, like, or whatever I feel like I need to do.
Muslim, indigenous, you know, LGBTQ, like all of that stuff, great. Like I feel like really happy. I'm like, hey, everybody's here, Rainbow Coalition.
Describe an experience that changed your life.
Being sent to one of those troubled teen behavioral modification programs when I was 15, that was fun.
Before I came to the US, for over 2 years, I worked at a shelter called Bedro, which is a shelter for homeless LGBT youth.
Definitely going to Alabama State University was like life-changing. It was like, it's an HBCU located in Montgomery, Alabama. I'm raised in Montgomery, Alabama, so like it was that opportunity to be wrapped and like encircled in my culture.
Hearing some of these experiences that they've had really changed me because I saw a part of society that I hadn't seen.
I had realized I was trans a couple months before I went there, but it was run by a very conservative religious crowd.
Going into college, I didn't know anything about myself for real. It was more or less just like, I'm just here to get an education and leave. That kind of put me in a position where I had to figure out who I was, what I could do for myself, and how good I could do it. And if I couldn't do it well enough, where I was gonna get. Like it basically made me, that situation made me self-sufficient.
When I came out there, they were like, oh, you just don't love yourself enough as a girl, and that's what you're here to fix. So, and then I didn't end up transitioning until much later.
What does being a good person mean to you?
Listening, and I want to say also, and be humble about what you hear.
Being there to help, not judging other people, not trying to put them down just because they're different than you.
Half effort, half awareness. It's really like the awareness kind of comes first. It's like, to be a good person, you kind of first got to acknowledge that you may not be a bad person, but your experiences may not have made you the best person.
Just having a genuine care and respect for other people.
What do you want for America's future?
Well, right now at this moment, the thing I definitely want for America's future is a solidified kind of arts country or arts-driven country.
Understanding like, yeah, we are all equal as humans, but at the same time, our chances aren't. Our opportunities aren't. A lot of the punishments for certain things aren't the same way. And just a lot of what we know about each other isn't even like taught the same way.
A much more socialist structure. I really believe in, healthcare. For me, coming and hearing stories of friends of mine here of not having healthcare is like, blows my mind.
The average American to feel safe being and doing, whatever they want to do. I don't want people to have to live their everyday lives in fear that they may be deported or killed or, have hate crimes against them for whatever reason.
Get rid of the isms, like all of them, ableism, sexism, all like, let's get rid of those. Like if we had a truly equitable and like equal society, that would be wonderful. I would love, like just as a person of color, like specifically a black man, that every time a police officer comes behind me, I don't have to fear for my life.
What does being American mean to you?
It means being born in America or immigrating to America and getting citizenship.
Being American. I think this is the hardest one.
That is a layered question right there.
Well, this is an interesting question for me because I'm not from this country.
Having is kind of enjoying the freedoms and liberties that are granted to us here, but also having that equal access.
we want to be great. We have a lot of work to do. It's like not being afraid of saying, we screwed up at some point. We screw up a lot. We want to be better.
Give me you're tired, you're sick. That's what we're supposed to be about. And so being a good American is just being a good person who happens to live on the continent of America.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Zhang, and I created the All-American Project with Jan Sutar with the help of Victory Creative. And this is a nonpartisan experiment that tries to bridge divisiveness in America by seeing how our voices could be different from each other, even though we come from different races, political beliefs, backgrounds, and religions, and yet we are all uniquely American. So I challenge you to start your own chapter by grabbing a camera and seeing what people you could interview in your hometown and see what they come up with. And if you want to post your findings, just tag them under All American Project so that everybody can see them. All right, thanks for watching.